Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another video. Let's take a look at Pendle and ask my least favorite question in all of crypto. Should I buy now or wait for the dip? If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I get that question asked all the time, and it doesn't matter where we are. Bitcoin could be at $15,600 in November of 2022. I'm going to get that question. Should I buy now or wait for the dip? It drives me crazy, but I'm going to answer that question in this video. But before we dive on into this, this is not financial advice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. I am not a financial advisor, and while I appreciate that so many of you are hopping in here from all over the place, you've got to hit that subscribe button. I make multiple videos a day with live streams and price target videos dropping every day at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, United States. You want to hit that subscribe button. You need to hit that subscribe button, excuse me. And while you're at it, turn on that notification button as well so that you don't miss a beat. Let's exit the slideshow here and talk about Pendle. I've already made some content on Pendle, not on this platform, but I've got to tell you, this is one of my top 5 buys right now. I've been talking about Pendle since early January when it was at something like $1.25. I was telling people, begging people, please, not financial advice, get into Pendle. You don't understand. Pendle is like the next leap in DeFi. What they're trying to do with bringing yield tokenization, a $400 trillion notional value out in the real world onto the blockchain, and they are a first mover in this space. I am crazy about Pendle. And even this, $1 billion TVL right now. The video that I made on January 26th, this number was 417 million. Money is flooding into this, and it's not little money, it's big money. Binance Labs, Crypto.com, so many other ones, Bixen Ventures. There's so many that just the money is flooding into this. And it's not a surprise to me that Pendle has been up only this entire time. If you want to watch that video, it's the hardest I've ever worked on a video on TikTok. It is right down here. The 15th most recent video is the day that I'm making this video. Right here, Pendle. I do give away $500 worth of Pendle in that video, but that is past. I already gave away the crypto to the winners. Pendle is in the Arbitrum ecosystem. I've talked about the significance of that in another video. When in the video that I gave a price prediction for Arbitrum, I talked about how the Arbitrum ecosystem, when you compare the amount of money that is in Arbitrum, locked into Arbitrum in comparison to everywhere else, everyone else around it, Arbitrum is number 4 in TVL, and it's right behind Ethereum, Tron, and Binance. And then it's ahead of Solana and Avalanche. Arbitrum is the place to be when it comes to finding the gems within the Arbitrum ecosystem. And in Pendle, in my opinion, based on the research that I've done on cryptos in the Arbitrum ecosystem, it is the number 1, the best cryptocurrency to buy in that ecosystem, but really one of the best cryptocurrencies to buy, period. A problem with Pendle is that it launched at the worst possible time. I'm talking May of 2021. Another, internet computer launched in May of 2021. May 2nd of 2021 was when it launched. That was the worst time to have launched a cryptocurrency in that year, that calendar year. It would have been better for this to have launched in 2020 or in 2022, but not 2021. They launched at a terrible time, and it was down only for a while. My goodness. This went down to 4 cents in the bear market. It's currently at $2.91, has gotten as high as $3. And so it's already at a 100x, but barely anyone was buying this at that time. It's not one of those things that I'm concerned about at all. And I mean, there wasn't nearly as many tokens in circulation at the time. The price has already hit a new all-time high. That shouldn't be a surprise to you at all, given everything I've talked, given that there's already $1 billion locked into this. And so trying to find a good entry point is going to be a lot difficult because we are in price discovery mode right now. We are at a point where we can't look at historical, confluence. We can't look at past confluence. We kind of need to spitball it and see, where's a good place to get in. You can see right now that Pendle has already done more. No, that's not true. I was going to say it's already done more than a 2.618 retrace. I need to fix this, and I'm going to do it right now as we're making this video. So Pendle, its launch price was $1.95. I'm going to say $2 in Pendle, and we're going to draw a new fib chart for Pendle right around $2, and that's going to help us. That's actually going to be very helpful for us moving forward here. So, okay, That is much better. A 1.618 retrace from its launch price. That carries with it some significance. I think there's going to be a little bit of difficulty breaking through here, and it shouldn't be a surprise that that Pendle would have a little bit of difficulty breaking through here. At the same time, remember what I said about that TVL adding $600 million already in a span of 13 days into their system. Money's flooding into Pendle. You're not going to want to wait for a revisit to those previous all-time highs. Those days are over. If we look at the daily chart, those days are over. They're over. Okay. And I have a daily chart pulled up here, and you can see that we've barely even been bouncing off the 20-day EMA. There is some cause for concern with that, in the fact that that is unsustainable. But again, given how much money is flowing into Pendle, it's hard for me to sit here and say that you should wait for Pendle to get into this huge dip. Now, it's not going to go up forever. But in this market, in this bull run, the amount of money that is flowing potentially into Pendle, there's going to be very limited downside. There's going to be very limited downside. So what do I say? Well, all right, we have that resistance right here at the 1.618 retrace. That is going to be difficult resistance. We've already gotten rejected really hard off of there. And we have the first red candle, according to Heikinashi at least. Heikinashi candles, I prefer those over bar candles, but we have a first red candle on the Heikinashi. So there's room to go down still. You know, we have oversold RSI, stochastic RSI, excuse me, that is in a downward trajectory. I would not be waiting for it to get oversold. I meant to say overbought. Oh my goodness. Okay. I would not be waiting for this to get into entirely oversold territory, but I do think that it is due to get down to a stochastic score of about 35. And so here's what I'm thinking in my head is we're going to see the 20-day moving up and rounding off a bit in somewhere around here. So I'm estimating about $2.80 for Pendle. That's not much lower than where it is right now. So should you buy now or wait for the dip? Maybe you should just buy now. Around $2.80 for Pendle. I'd be setting a limit order there, and it could go lower. Given that it's in price discovery mode, it could certainly go lower. I just don't think we're going to be retracing all the way down here. And I don't even know what I would say about lagging for a while. Crabbing for a while. We could have a mini crab season, but we have so much more room to grow when it comes to Pendle. I believe that this is going to be $10 billion market cap at least, and probably, in my opinion, much higher than that. This is, like I said, a first mover for what they're bringing to DeFi, and there's so much potential with this, and there's so much smart money, institutional potential for this, that I wouldn't be waiting too long for Pendle to go down to reach some kind of major dip. And this is a different time. I want to say that to you. This time is different than this right here, because around this time, what day is that? That's December 5th, 2023. Around this time, the amount of money that was flowing into Pendle wasn't nearly as significant as what's been flowing into it recently. So this is a bit of a dangerous game to play short term. I want to fully admit that. Dangerous to either direction. Is Pendle due for a correction? Certainly. Is it going to absolutely 100% correct? There's no guarantees. So I would get some exposure to this. It is a high confidence play for me in this bull run, whatever this looks like. And so sky's the limit. We're going well beyond any of these retraces here. $8.50, really, that's too conservative. So anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Where are you going with this? Will you buy now? Will you wait for the dip? This is one that at this present price, yeah, I wouldn't blame you for buying now. Not waiting too much for the dip. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I will most certainly be seeing you in another video. Peace.